Uncle Charlie was my grandfather, Charles Speller. He was the Punch and Judy man at Littlehampton from about 1926 until 1949. Charles Speller was on the stage in the music halls, mainly he was singing, and he met my grandmother, who was also on the stage, in the 1900s. They went to Littlehampton because that's where my grandmother's family was, and then realised that being a seaside resort he would be able to find work as an entertainer there.
He was an agent selling tickets in advance for the Brighton Belle, a paddle steamer. I got involved with distributing little handout leaflets to the people along the beaches and on the promenade. Our reward for that was complimentary tickets to go on the boat itself.
I think he started doing the Punch and Judy later on. He called himself an amusement caterer and entertainer. He used to walk up and down the beach with a wicker tray and sell flags for sandcastles and newspapers, balloons, tide tables and Answers, which was a popular magazine at the time. He played the piano. I've heard that he played the spoons too. I think there was nothing he couldn't do.
Uncle Charlie was quite a character in his way, always sort of saucy attitude to life, and he used to get quite a good gathering during the summer months when he could operate on the promenade and on the beach itself.
I think Uncle Charlie performed on Beach Green, and he did come to Worthing.
Beside the paddling pool in Beach House Park, there was a Punch and Judy show, absolutely brilliant. The thing he always did at the end of his performance, he used to sing Gershwin's Blind Boy. He had a puppet on his knee. The feeling that he seemed to put into that. I love the Punch and Judy show, but I think I like the singing at the end better. Uncle Charlie himself was so jovial looking, but he always wore very thick pebble glasses. I connected that with him being the blind boy when he was singing.
The dog is Pipsa, who is my grandparents' dog, and he's obviously playing the part of Dog Toby in that picture. Littlehampton had quite a few Punch and Judy men. At one point he worked with a colleague called Uncle Tony, but they all seemed to be working at much the same time. So there was obviously such a need for it because people weren't going abroad for their holidays, there was no television and not that much going on in the cinema.
It was just one fun show that you sort of forgot everything else, you sat and laughed at, you know, as a kid. Yeah, it was a little sort of outlet.
I'm really sorry that I can't remember seeing his show. Whenever I see Punch and Judy, I always associate it with him. I think it's unlikely that he was performing when I was old enough to have watched it.